Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. How are you all doing today? We have all gone through a very intense month of May with so many retrogrades happening and then the full moon eclipse in Scorpio that happened. This lunar eclipse must have brought up a lot of shadows for everyone. I know it has been very difficult for myself also and for many people around me who have spoken to. It has been a very difficult week. So I hope you all have recovered. You are all feeling fine and much better as the energies have become lighter now since yesterday. You may still not be 100% okay, but there are many lessons that you have learned and we are all recovering and recuperating as Mercury is going retrograde while I speak today. So let us see what June is bringing for us. Trust me, there is not going to be any respite in this energy in the month of June because from 1st June, Mars will be transiting into the sign of Cancer, which is directly opposite to Capricorn. And remember, Saturn went retrograde on 23rd May, so it is bang opposite the retrograde Saturn. Cancer is a very watery and emotional sign, we all know that. It is also the sign of the home environment. And the fiery Mars, which is the divine masculine embodiment or the warrior embodiment, feels very debilitated or weak in the sign of Cancer. And opposite it, aspecting the retrograde Saturn, is also weakened because of its retrograde motion. So this month may feel like driving a car with the handbrakes on, not moving forward, dragging forward, pushing forward. Mars, the planet of passion and energy, is feeling very weak. Saturn, who's the disciplinarian, the karma planet, the strict teacher who pushes us to move forward, is also retrograde and weak. It will take a lot of motivation and a lot of strength to move forward at this time. Then we will have on June 10th the new moon, which will happen in Taurus in the Mrigashira Nakshatra. This will be a major solar eclipse when the Sun, Moon, and the Rahu are joined in the sign of Taurus. This will again create an environment of obstruction and obscurement and possible confusions. Mercury will be in its retrograde motion and it will be in the mix. It is going back into Taurus on 4th of June to enter this mix that is happening there. So we could all be experiencing a big feeling of instability, unexpected changes or events that may cause significant delays in our life or temporary stallings, or just our projects suddenly come to a stop, our relationships may come to a breakup or stop, no, our job may be in a limbo, our projects may be in a limbo if you were expecting a contract or order or a project, expect to face some delays in that. This is also not a good time to, during Mercury retrograde, to invest your money here and there. Be careful, be conservative about spending your money. The Sun will transit into the sign of Gemini on June 14th and it will remain there till July 16th. Gemini is the mental sign, the sign of thinking. So we may be thinking about the storms that have recently passed us or that have happened in our lives, the storms that are still brewing in our lives, in our job situations, in our projects, in our contracts, in our homes, in our relationships. Everything has been very stormy during the eclipse times. So when Sun moves into Gemini, it will be help in reorganizing, reconnecting, and editing our forward motion, our plans that we had for our life. We will relook at them. We will relook at our projects, our jobs, our relationships and the plans we had for them for a future, we will relook and try to re-evaluate, do they really mean that much? Do the path we had chosen, does it really matter anymore? The relationships we had, do they really matter anymore? Are they that important in our life? And we might decide to refocus our attention, refocus our energy in a new direction and reorganize everything. The confusion, the destruction that the storms have left behind within ourselves and around us. This will be a good time to clear that debris, clean that path, clean that situation, clean your heart, and start new. Start building anew. I always say it is good. Destruction is a very good thing. When everything gets destroyed, then we have space to create something new, right? Time to reorganize your mind, your heart, and reevaluate where you can start rebuilding anew. This will be a good time to revive our old projects that we have shared. It will be a good time to reorganize our workspaces, to edit what we have written or done in our past, and to reboot our life once again, to start building anew. On June 20th, Jupiter is also going retrograde and it will remain retrograde till October 17th. It is in Aquarius, it will retrograde in Aquarius, then in the month of September it will enter Capricorn and interact with Saturn and then come back on October 17th. It will move forward and again in November it will enter the sign of Aquarius. So Jupiter and Saturn in retrograde motion during all the summer months may surprise us at how things are progressing. Some issues that we may have had anxiety about and thought it would never move forward will move forward very easily and quickly. And what we thought would grow quickly and easily, we could find obstruction and become stunted. Because when the major planets Jupiter and Saturn are in retrograde motion, we can never predict how they will react or what effect they are going to give us. Remember, all the effects will be majorly shown in the house where these planets are placed in your horoscope. Then Venus transits into Cancer on June 22nd and it will remain in Cancer till July 16th. When Venus will move out of Gemini and into Cancer, it will be a quick transit, not too long, and she moves in conjunction with the fiery Mars, who is also occupying Cancer at this time. Venus will catch up with Mars at 26 degrees of Cancer on July 12th, after which the two will travel together into Leo. So between June 22nd and August 11th, we will see this conjunction of Venus and Mars, the divine masculine and divine feminine, moving together through the signs of Cancer and Leo. They will be together, so we may expect some dance there of our masculine and feminine energies within us. Some balance or some interaction that will come within us of our masculine and feminine energies. If we have been too emotional and too triggered and too cranky and too sensitive in the last few days, or we have been too aggressive and too logical and too egoistic, we will find a balance between the two because our masculine and feminine energies will be coming together. So we should meditate a lot at this time to attain that balance and get the answers within us. Then Mercury will go direct in Taurus on June 22nd. All these retrogrades and the eclipses together with strong Rahu have surely brought up within all of us those flaws and weaknesses. All of them have been revealed within ourselves, within others, within our projects, our jobs, our relationships, what was not working for us, what was wrong there, how we were behaving in a bad way, how the other person has not been behaving fairly with us, where we have been compromising, where someone else has been compromising, and where we have been unfair, where someone else has been unfair, where we have been wrong, where our inner child is getting triggered, where our issues of abandonment, our issues of rejection have been activated, and where we are behaving out of our old childhood wounding and pains and traumas, that all may have been brought up because of the eclipse. So when Mercury move direct in Taurus, it will help us get a pause there from that upheaval. This Mercury direct will help us get more peace and help us get more grounded in this very unstable and confusing environment. So it may be a very good time to assess and analyze yourself, your resources, your projects, your plans, and think about what you want in the short term and in the long term. Your goals, your dreams, reassess, reevaluate. Do they really mean something? Do they don't mean anything? What you wanted, that may have changed. What you were valued may have changed. What you didn't value may have changed. So you have been changed somewhere in this eclipse season. And now you have to reassess and reevaluate everything within your life. What you want and which direction do you want to take your life. So this will be a good time to do that. Then finally we have a full moon happening in the sign of Sagittarius on June 24 in the nakshatra Moola. This full moon is fostering an environment where our high hopes may actually play out in positive direction. Sagittarius is a sign of freedom, traveling and dharma. Currently Sagittarius is receiving a lot of positive energy and support from Jupiter and Ketu. As ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter and ruler of Moola Nakshatra is Ketu. In this full moon we will get the benefit of Jupiter and Ketu, which will help us to detach, to be free and to move forward and expand. So let us see now what the cards have to say for us for the month of June. Hello my dear Geminians, I hope you all doing well. Welcome to your tarot card reading. This is the reading for the month of June. I would advise you to check your sun, moon and rising so that you get a more clearer and elaborate picture of what is happening in your life. So let us begin with what is the energy for the month of June. What energy the month of June is bringing to our lives. And you have Journey by Moonlight. Believe in magic. So I feel somewhere you have been confused in your life and you have been journeying between that confusion, moving forward, and you think nothing will happen on that journey, nothing will come out of it, but the universe is telling you to believe in magic because magic is all around us always. Magic is always surrounding us and the universe is full of magic and magic can happen anytime, anywhere in our lives. So be open to the magic, believe in that magic, and when we believe then we can see it, we can make it happen and it presents itself in our lives. How beautiful. Geminians, magic coming in for you in the month of June. Be ready, be open and believe. So let's see how June will be for money and career for you. How will the month of June be for the money and career for you? And we have the Judgment card. Wow. And we have the Hermit. Two major arcanas coming in for you for money and career. So somewhere I feel major change coming in for you. Then you may have to take a judgment call at this time in the month of June. You will go within, you will heal yourself, you will find the wisdom within you. With the Hermit card, I would suggest Geminians, very good time to meditate for you. Go within, find the answers within. Don't seek them outside. Seek the answers within you. All the wisdom of the world is within you. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to the thoughts and emotions that are coming up for you. Honor them. Make the right judgment call. I feel somewhere that when you make that change, you go within, you will see magic happening in your life. You need to make the right decision, or something from your past may also come back to you, or someone from your past may also come back to you. An old job, you may go back to an old job, you may go back to an old place or relationship or a connection that you had earlier with someone that will bring something new into your life, that will bring the magic into your life. But definitely something that will bring a lot of growth within you internally. A major decision coming up for you, Geminians. So let us see how the month of June will affect our family and home. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we may work very hard at our home. Maybe that is the judgment call you are making, that you have been working very hard at your home, and earlier you were not paying attention to your home. You were ignoring your home for your job, or you may start a home business and start working from home. Many people have lost their job in this lockdown, right? So maybe you will take the decision to start something. You will go within, find that inspiration within you, find what you are good at, and start some home business, home-based business. You will work very hard in your home. Some of you may also do up your home, redecorate your home, pay more attention and give more time and effort to your home. That could also be possible. So let us see what new doors will open in our lives in the month of June. What new door will open in our life in the month of June? And we have the Four of Wands, which is again the home card. I feel that you will work very hard at your home, your family relationships, because this is bringing a new cycle of happiness in your home environment, a balance in your home environment, of love and goodness in your home environment, and it is all because you have worked very hard in your home environment. You will start putting in the effort in your home, in your relationships, in your family members, and that will bring result in a new beginning at your home, a new beginning in your love and relationships. That will bring a lot of balance. For me, these four pillars are the four aspects of our relationships: mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. And we need to bring a balance between them. Then only that we will bring the happiness into that relationship, or that with anybody in our lives. So you are working very hard on that, and that will eventually bring a new happiness into your life, new happiness in your home environment, new happiness in your relationships at this time. So let us see what cycles will end in the month of June for the Geminis. What cycles will end. And we have the World, the ending of cycles card, which is the end of a cycle. So I feel that some major cycle is coming to an end in your life at this time, Geminis, and it could involve some of the four major fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So any of these four signs may be involved in this ending, or maybe a part of this ending. You will end something with them, or they may cause this ending, or something regarding them may happen in your house or in your environment that will bring a closure of a cycle. There may be, I feel you have been in a pattern that you're repeating cycles again and again with someone or somebody, or some situation, or some relationship, or your job, or something. You have been constantly in a cycle, going back again and again and being stuck in that cycle. And finally you will be able to end that cycle and break free from it because of the hard work you have put in. You will put the hard work, you will go within, learn the lessons. You use the Hermit card. You will go within, learn the lessons, put in the effort, and end that cycle finally. So let us see what good changes month will bring into your life within your personality. What is the light attribute that will be enhanced in you at this time? And we have the Hedonist. Inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life. Celebrates the beauty in yourself. So you're going to inspire creative energy. You will bring a lot of creative energy within yourself and the people around you. You will invite good things into your life. You will celebrate the beauty that you have. You will celebrate yourself and the people around you. That will help bring a lot of goodness into your life. The biggest problem I see is about self-love. We don't love ourselves enough. We don't pay attention to ourselves enough. We don't see the beauty within ourselves. And once we start seeing that, then we value ourselves, then we attract better things into our life, right? So you are going to pay attention to your own beauty and you will attract good things into your life. Nice. So let us see what shadows will be revealed at this time that you need to be careful about. And you have Shapeshifter. Shapeshifter is the Gemini card, by the way. And it says projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. So have you been doing that? You pretend to be something that you're not. You put up a fake persona or a mask to deal with people differently. You're not your original self. You say things to please people so that you get what you want out of them. I have seen so many people do this in life. They will say things which they don't mean at all just to get you to do the things that they want to do, or get you to do what things that will benefit them. And this shapeshifter energy is not right. It's a shadow side. It needs to be healed. Stop pretending to be something that you're not. Be original, be authentic, be real. That will get you better people, better relationships, better opportunities. Honesty is always the best policy. That's what I believe. So let us see how will the month of June affect our love and romance. And you have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So if you have been dreaming about having a soulmate in your life, of having the perfect partner in your life who is mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, physically fulfilling and compatible with you, you will finally be able to call in that soulmate, and you may have the chance to meet them in this month of June. That will be a perfect partner for you, and you will be able to come together. How beautiful! Do write in the comments if that happens. I would love to hear it. So let us see what advice we are getting from Spirit. What does Spirit want to tell us? And you have look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, and end of June we are having a full moon in Sagittarius. We are getting all perfect cards. This is the third reading I am doing, and the moonology cards are coming exactly that. We got the new moon in Taurus, then we got the eclipse, and now we got the full moon in Sagittarius. All the events that are happening in the month of June. So you need to look at the bigger picture. You need to look at what you are missing in this interaction, or in this relationship, or in this job, or in this situation, or the project that you're doing, your business. Look at the bigger picture. Are you caught up in the nitty-gritties and small petty fights, petty thinking, petty mundane difficulties, day-to-day job, day-to-day work? Sometimes we get so caught up in all our daily routines that we don't look at the bigger picture, and weeks pass and months pass, and then we realize that, oh, where did all that time go? We didn't do anything worth mentioning actually in all that time. All we did was daily routine, daily work, small chores, no highlights. What are the highlights of your life? What has been the last happiest day of your life? When was the last most beautiful day of your life? When was the last most beautiful thing you did in your life? Or most fun day, or most happiest day? When did you laugh the loudest? When did you laugh? When did you cry the most? What was the highlight? So look at the bigger picture. What is bringing you happiness? What is bringing you sadness? What is making you a better person? What is making you stuck in addiction? Look at the bigger picture. Let us see what the angels have to say to us at this time. And you have in the near future. So something that you are looking for, maybe the soulmate that you are looking for, is coming in the near future. The angels are telling you to keep going, keep pushing forward, because good things are coming to you in the near future. Everything will fall into place in the near future. If you look at the bigger picture, you will know what to do, and you do the right things, and your future changes, right? So let us see what blessing is coming for you. A blessing from your ancestors. Wow. So maybe some of your ancestors, your parents or grandparents, or someone whom you loved is blessing you at this time. They are taking care of you. They are sending you their blessings. Their cycles and traumas that have been repeating in your family for generations, they will help you clear that. So pray to your ancestors, connect with your ancestors. They will help you clear all that trauma, all that pain that is going on for generations, and they will bring you to a new beginning. So Geminis, I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. Take care. Bye-bye. Helping you clear family traumas,